Nocturnal.
You want to definitely get right into it because, like I said, it sounds super echoey.
Hands.
It's great to see you. Hands. Welcome to the podcast, Jeremy Little.
Hello, sir.
It's been a hot minute. We've been trying to do this for a minute.
I believe so. You lived in a different house when we first started talking about doing this.
That is a true statement. Thanks for the Outpost Coffee, by the way.
Amen. You're welcome.
It's a
blessing from the Lord.
They are a blessing from the Lord. Austin and Sophie. Actually, it's Soapy.
Soapy?
When Noah was little, he could not say Sophie.
Yeah.
And so Hannah and Sophie were friends, and she would go over to the house and hang out and do all the things.
Yeah.
And Noah would say, "Oh, is Soapy coming?" And so to this day, we still call her Soapy.
I love it.
So, how are you been doing?
I am doing good.
So I did the math.
Okay. That's scary.
I know, because I was horrible at math in school. If my calculations are correct, we've been friends for 33 years.
That's probably true.
1992, I think, is when we first met.
That's when I started at Wesleyan Christian School.
So
was 92.
That's when we met, I think, was officially.
I think our parents knew each other before that.
My mom and dad knew your mom and dad.
Correct. But somehow you and I had not become friends
We had
before
not.
then. And we bonded over Michael W. Smith and DC Talk.
Michael W. Smith. That was my first concert I ever went to.
Oh, yeah.
Ever in my entire life was Michael W. Smith, DC Talk.
Yeah.
I did not know who DC Talk was.
Okay.
No clue.
And I probably went more for DC Talk than Michael W. Smith.
Probably.
I listened to both of them.
You did. But my first ever album that I ever got purchased on my own, like that I got with money that I made.
Yeah.
I was in junior high. Michael W. Smith's Go West Young Man album.
Yes.
Picked that up.
Let's go.
It's my favorite.
Uh-huh.
And I was hooked.
Yeah.
And when you had told me you were going, I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to go to that concert so much. And then we ended up, it was you and me and your mom.
Probably my brother.
I think your brother went. At the Mabee
Center?
At the Mabee Center.
Yeah,
100%. I think it was the four of us.
Could be.
And DC Talk came out, opened, and I was literally like, who the heck is who?
Was this new thing, right?
No,
Free at Last. It was Free at Last.
Free at Last, but
they still weren't,
they had not headlined. They had not started headlining yet. They were still opening.
Okay.
But that next year, they did headline.
Absolutely.
It was the Free at Last headline.
Okay.
And I did go to that one as well with you.
I'm not surprised by that either.
So that one.
The Free at Last was the first CD I bought, like transitioning from cassette tapes.
I went and bought that album after that concert. Yeah. I went to Walmart and found it and bought it.
Recently, in the last several years, I've started collecting vinyl records.
Okay.
And I found a record store or an online store that is gotten permission and reprinting like old Christian and albums.
Nice.
And so I got Free at Last on vinyl.
That's fantastic.
Year. Yeah, that's awesome.
My middle son, Austin, he is a humongous vinyl freak. Oh, yeah. Anytime he goes to any place, anywhere, he's like, I want to find a vinyl store or a comic book store. He does the two.
My Caleb and I, we do that.
He's a vinyl and all comic books and stuff. And so anytime I go to a place and I find a vinyl, whatever, I'm like, I FaceTime him. I'm like, anything in here you want? Anything you know, he's like, hey, tell me if they got this one. They got this one. So I have to look and see if they have it.
Nice. I've recently, maybe not recently, but as I've discovered that artists don't make money by us streaming their music. I mean, they make like a fraction of a penny for every stream.
Yep.
You go to their concerts, and they still, obviously, a lot of that money has to go to venue and crew and stuff. Buy their stuff. If you really want to support an artist you love. And so I thought,
physically buy their stuff.
Yes, buy their merch.
Yes.
Don't buy the cheap stuff that somebody pirated online.
Come
on. So I'm like, and as I've gotten into vinyl, I'm like, I'm going to buy vinyl from artists that I love. And so I've got it next to my desk. I'm not at my desk a ton, but when I'm there, I'm usually spinning something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. And you brought something up that sparked my mind.
Yeah.
Talking about artists not getting paid off streaming and things of that nature. Since I've become friends with certain Christian artists in the last decade and doing things with them, texting them, all these kind of fun, like in my mind, junior high Caleb thought, this is the end all be all. If I could just become the Christian singer, or if I could come, become the Christian artist and do the thing, I've made it.
Yeah.
Dude, those people, not only do they play music, but I got a buddy who's a painter in Nashville. So when he's not touring, playing drums, he's a painter.
Yeah.
Like he paints houses, paints fence. And I'm like,
it's destroying our junior high perception of what it meant to be an artist, right?
100%. I was thinking in my head, if I can just become this guy or that guy, then I can do it. And Charlie's just making all kinds of rack in the background. So he just does that. So we're a pro dog podcast.
Pro dog. Yep.
You just have to ignore the dogs and they'll eventually go away. So, but I find that fascinating with the Christian artists that I've met. Unless you're Michael W. Smith or
Big
Amy
time.
Grant, Stephen Kerr Chapman, you're not making, even the guys in Sanctus Real, they were telling me, dude.
Does he want to go outside?
I guess he wants to go inside. I'll let him go. But man, he normally is not quite as active. But hey, whatever.
They'll want to come back in.
They'll want to come back.
60 seconds.
And I will leave every ounce of this because it is what it is.
No editing.
No edit. I don't edit.
That takes too much time.
It's real life, man. This is how I do it, and that's the reason. How can you get a podcast pumped out? I don't. It is what it is.
Because I don't care about
because it is, and most people find that funny because they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, that was funny. You had that happen." I'm like, "Yep, that's what it happened."
This is real life authenticity.
Yeah. Hey, my friends, wanted to come to you and talk about one of our amazing sponsors, Precision Lawn and Landscaping of Bartlesville. Start planning your festive home decor right now. The time is almost here. The holidays are going to be here. And listen, trying to get your Christmas lights hung up on your house can sometimes just be a chore, and you might need some help. Brandon and his crew can help you out. You can get a free quote today. Give them a call at 918-766-1549. That's 918-766-1549. Precision Lawn and Landscaping of Bartlesville. Happy holidays, everybody. There's something timeless about slowing down, about setting the phone aside and lighting up a conversation that actually matters. At Ash Cigar Company, we believe a good cigar isn't just about the smoke. It's about the moment. It's about the sound of old friends catching up, new connections forming over shared stories, and the simple truth that the best things in life can't be rushed. Here, fellowship fills the air, and every puff carries the spirit of camaraderie. So pull up a chair, light one up, and stay a while. Ash Cigar Company in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Come by and check out the lounge at 117 Northeast DeBell Avenue in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Or give us a call at 918-578-9186. Or check out ashcigar.com. Hello, my friends. Wanted to come to you really quick and talk about one of our amazing sponsors, Revo Financial. Your money absolutely matters. Your future matters. Your family's future matters. Do you have a plan to take care of your family? Do you have a plan for your money? Well, I'm going to tell you, Revo Financial is the group you need to talk to. Revo Financial is a family-trusted, faith-driven financial advisor group that is passionate about building and managing wealth for clients who value investments that align with their principles and their core values. Give them a call at 918-336-7877. 918-336-7877, or go to revofinancial.com. Hey, my friends, are you looking for something as American as apple pie and baseball? Well, check out Copan Restaurant and Truckstop. They've got everything you want to fulfill your appetite. Give them a call at 918-532-4666. Check them out at 7440 U.S. Highway 75 in Copan, Oklahoma, or go to their Facebook page, Copan Restaurant and Truckstop. Every kind of special you want. They've got apple pie. They've got all the good desserts. Every Friday and Saturday night, they've got prime rib specials served. Oh my word, they've got a little bit of everything. Give them a call, 918-532-4666. Jeremy and his team will absolutely blow your mind. Copan Restaurant and Truckstop. So Sanctus Real came here and played one time, and I got to speak in between their sets. And I was the guy that also picked him up.
Okay.
The guy is hawking his paintings.
Oh, no way.
In between, like he's like making these paintings, and he's like trying to sell them online, and has like a Etsy page, and I'm like, but you're the lead singer of Sanctus Real.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I gotta make money somehow. Music isn't paying the bills.
I've never looked into this, but I kind of wonder, is it Christian music or music in general that's that way? Because like the artists that have made it, that are like they're on a mainstream label or they're getting mainstream gigs, like you don't see them having second jobs very much. Sure.
And it may be guys that are in bands, because
that's true too.
I'm
thinking about like Lauren Daigle,
right? Like Lauren Daigle, she's big time. She's like on the level of Michael W. Smith. But I think because I was in a band, and you got to split that money up.
Oh yeah, right.
You got all your bandmates, and listen, most of the time it's 50-50. Everybody gets a piece of the pie, equal pieces, even if you're the lead singer.
Yeah, right.
Because there's not it's the Caleb Gordon. It's whatever the band name is. So
right,
that's it. So I don't know. Something else I found fascinating, and this is random. I know we just started this podcast.
Yeah, that's all we're doing so far.
That's all we're just random stuff. That's fine though.
That's you and I's entire 30-odd years of relationship, right?
Basically, I find it fascinating having to deal with like management companies and booking companies.
Oh yeah,
those people. So you know how when you write, you set up the writer, and you get the contract. You have to have half the payment up front. You know who that half that goes to? That first half?
Yeah, not the artist.
It does not go to. It doesn't touch the artist.
Yeah.
So when they say we need $10,000 for whoever to come do their thing, they're actually only getting $5,000. So the artist is only actually getting like $5,000.
Yeah.
Most of that is going to
everything else.
Everything else. So when I had a buddy that had set up a booking agent for a while, and he was, to book him used to be like $300 or $400 to have him come in.
Yeah.
And that covered his gas and all that kind of fun stuff. I understand, which I 100% understand.
Right.
When he got the booking agent, it bumped to like $5,000. And I was like, so I texted him. I was like, bro, your guy wants $5,000. He goes, are you kidding me?
He didn't even know.
He didn't even know. I was like, wow, that's nuts. Okay, so we met each other in junior high at Westland Christian School.
Yeah.
That was the days of cassette tracks where we would sing in chapel.
Oh, yes.
Word of the Father. Yeah, all those kind of fun stuff.
Walls, I think.
Tearing down the wall. Yes.
I have a track for that.
I still have a couple of those cassette tracks.
I do. They're somewhere. They're probably in the closet in my old bedroom.
Yep.
That is now just a guest room.
It's bananas.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us how did Christ get a hold of you? How did Jesus get a hold of Jeremy Little?
I mean, like you, I grew up in a Christian household. I was practically born in the pews of First Baptist Church. And
First Baptist Bartlesville?
Yeah. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Ooh, I'm learning new things.
My family heritage is Southern Baptist.
Okay.
We did not start going to the Wesleyan Church until I was, I believe, in first grade.
So that's like one of those old sayings my dad used to say, everybody been Baptist if they hadn't been messed with.
He might not be wrong on that.
Maybe, I don't know.
I remember the Old Living Christmas Tree performance that they used to do.
I loved those.
Those sparked my curiosity and faith at like 5 or 6 years old. And I accepted Christ into my life at that age.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that.
We moved to the Wesleyan Church like I said, I was in first grade or so. So that was...
Who was the pastor then?
Jimmy Johnson was his name.
Oh, okay. I remember Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And this is a funny story. I don't remember it as much as I remember like hearing about it.
Sure.
But Jimmy used to do once a month. He would have all the kids come down to the front and do a little kids
church
sermon in the middle of service.
Yep.
Jimmy Johnson loved kids.
Yep.
And like when I first met him, I remember, and Jimmy Johnson was a big man, tall man. He would get down on his knees and talk to kids in the foyer before and after service. He loved kids.
That's fantastic.
And so went down to the front. He does a little message. The way Pastor Jimmy would do it is he would do it based off of something a kid had brought. He would just create a message out of the blue based off of this item.
Yep.
So at the end of the message, he's like, all right, who wants to bring next month's item? I raised my hand. That's awesome. And my parents are like,
I do.
I guess we're at least coming back next month.
Yeah, we're coming back to church again.
We've been there ever since. My parents still go there.
Yep.
I now am back,
You're on staff.
And I'm on staff there part-time and get to lead
So
worship every year.
What are you doing on staff there?
I'm the worship pastor for the contemporary service.
Okay.
That is my full role. I plan and organize the team, the music, the order of service.
Good for you.
It's fantastic.
That's great. And you've always had a passion for that. You've always had a desire to do music.
Yes. And I've been doing that now for
you were doing that
going on 12 years at this church.
So you were doing that. Golly, that is 12 years.
Yeah, right? We moved back in 2013.
Was it Altus?
Alva.
Yeah. Because I went out there.
That's right.
And that's
right.
Little bit of history. I had never had a latte. Ever.
Until I made you one?
You made me. I got done preaching.
Yeah.
At the youth deal that we had, that you guys had there.
It was a citywide
huge
youth
thing.
event.
Hundreds of kids. It was wild.
Was it the Super Bowl or was it just a youth event?
I can't remember what. I think it was a Wednesday night.
No, because it was multiple youth groups.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
I remember because I remember it. I took half a day of work.
Okay.
I took a half day of vacation.
I guess we did a citywide thing on a Wednesday night.
I think it may be like a see you after the poll thing.
Maybe.
I think that's what it was. So we get done. You had that.
Filmed a Harlem Shake video.
We did do a Harlem Shake video. I remember that thing. That was so funny. That was back when that was a trending thing.
It was probably on the tail end of it by the time we did it.
We were like, what are we doing? Yeah, we're going to do a Harlem Shake video.
Yeah. Anyways.
So I'm sitting, we get done and you were like, hey, you want a latte for the road? And I was like, what's a latte? You're like, and I was like, I'm not a really big fan of coffee. And you go, well, you've never had one of my lattes then. And you made this thing for me and it was so, like, I just remember.
And now you're hooked.
Do you remember that Will Ferrell movie, Kicking and Screaming?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So he discovers lattes and he gets so into it that he's the soccer coach. And on the sidelines, he brings a portable latte machine and it's like the steamer and everything. He's just like slamming
he's just pounding them while he's...
And he's like he's shaking and like he gets, the next day he wants to go to the coffee house and they don't let him. I gotta find that video because it's hilarious.
I'm gonna go look for it.
It's hilarious. So he gets, he gets so aggressive because there's a long line to get coffee, and he's like, "Come on, hurry up and get your coffee." And he was like, "Some of us are important here," and like he just, Will Ferrell, just loses his mind. And I was like,
awesome.
That's what I became on my way home. I was just like I don't know what beans you had used, and I was just like, I was just freaking out.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. I have to do this. And like nobody's latte. I went and got one from Starbucks. And I was like,
oh, no.
Sucks.
I mean,
this is not good.
I don't want to disparage anybody that's not even a word, disparage anybody on a podcast, but.
Don't listen.
Don't go to the Green Lady.
Don't go to the Green Lady. I tell people, I look at.
That's why we.
Yeah, listen, there are solid coffee houses in our town.
Yes.
There's at least 3.
Correct.
That I know personally that I go and I support the 3 of them pretty much equally.
Yeah.
Because I think those 3 need to be in business over Starbucks because Starbucks is ridiculous.
They're too commercial. They're too expensive.
They're used to back when they were first starting. It was fun, but when you've got
we all got to start there.
It's just gateway drug. It's the gateway drug. But I'm telling you, if you don't have a decent coffee house and you have a Starbucks, I'm sorry, but man, if you live in Bartlesville and you're going to Starbucks rather than going to Outpost or Jude's or Roso's, you're on crack. Like there's something wrong. Like you do it.
Making bold declarations.
Like, I'm making bold declarations. Don't stop going to Starbucks. Like this, and there's a no. Oh, do you believe it? Are you political? I'm like, no, they just have crappy coffee. That's true. So, all right, sorry.
We were on the story of my life, I think, at some point. Anyways, around when we became friends, it was probably not too long after that, because I believe it was 8th grade. I was at a summer camp, and I distinctly heard God say, I want you to be a pastor, a youth pastor.
Yep.
I was like, cool. And my personality is, I don't doubt very much or very easily. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I'm in, let's go.
Yes.
And my youth pastor, Eddie Shigley at the time, shout out Eddie Shigley.
Love Eddie.
Still a mentor. I was just talking to him yesterday, asking him some questions about something coming up. I basically like started shadowing him. I was like,
Great
show me what you do. And
he was that guy was a juggernaut in the 90s.
He was fantastic.
Like Chi Alpha was running like 300 kids. Like it was bananas.
A lot. Yeah. The only guy that I've seen come close is our current youth pastor, Nathan Wall.
Love Nathan as well. Nathan's a good guy.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Kids love him. Mm-hmm. So anyways, I went to college at Oklahoma Wesleyan and got a pastoral ministry degree with what equivalent to like a minor in youth ministry, because that's just the way they did it.
Yep.
I went straight into full-time ministry. We moved to Michigan. I got married that same year. Mm-hmm. And we were in full-time youth ministry for 12 years.
That's awesome.
We moved a few times.
Yep.
As one does when you're in full-time ministry.
It happens.
Unless you're Pastor Joe.
And gonna land in Bartlesville and not leave until I retire or God takes me home.
And so I distinctly again heard God's call, my wife and I both, the summer of 2013, say, you're done with youth ministry. Like that part of my call, you've completed.
Yeah.
Cool. We're living in Alva at the time. This was probably not too long after you were there for that event.
Was me being there, did I get you fired? Or did you just
I did not get fired.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I just want to make sure I didn't do anything stupid.
Nope. That definitely wasn't anywhere near stupid.
Yeah, praise God.
Anyways, I was a veteran at that point, man.
You were a vet on that. We were like, wait, do anything dumb.
So we moved back to Bartlesville because I don't want to stay in Alva. Yeah. And so mom and dad still live here.
Yep.
We did move us and our 2 kids in with mom and dad for 9 months. And honestly, we did that we did several things because we just were like, what's next?
Sure.
And I had always interpreted God's call as full-time ministry.
Sure.
Well, it was always full-time youth ministry until that summer.
Right.
And then I was like, well, it still has to be full-time ministry, right? That's what it means to be called into ministry. Mm-hmm. So I'm sending out resumes.
Sure.
We didn't even put Caleb in school. He was in 1st grade.
Oh, wow.
We homeschooled him. I say we. I had nothing to do with that. Thank you, Mom and Melissa.
By the way, your mom's a genius. But
she's amazing.
I love your mom.
Thank you. So we homeschooled. I keep saying we.
You were there for part of it.
I was alive.
You
I
were
was
alive.
I worked jobs that I never thought I'd work.
You worked with me for a short.
I did.
When I worked at
definitely
DSR.
One of them.
DSR. Oh.
DSR. Helping people with their internet.
Yep.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Tech support.
Have you unplugged it and plugged it back in? No. Okay, let's do that first.
Let's try that first. Why is the cup holder on my computer not working? Wait, what?
The cup holder that slides out of the tray when I push the button.
That's you're putting your Got 44 in there? Oh, okay, that's a bad idea, ma'am. You shouldn't do that. That literally.
You're going to make me spit coffee all over your table?
Listen, I'll just put some spray and wash in this. Jamie, you won't see it.
I didn't do it. It's still all in my cup, and I swallowed what was in my mouth. Anyways, we'd had some interesting church experiences as a staff pastor, so we just took a break.
Come on.
We went to church as church people, not as leaders or pastors or any of that.
And sometimes that's really, really good for.
In hindsight, we needed that.
Come on.
And so, but I was sending out resumes to churches that I knew had an opening in positions I was qualified for.
Sure.
Worship leader or small group pastor.
Yep.
And they were all churches where I was friends with someone on staff.
Oh, wow.
Who could give me a quality reference.
Yep.
Zero even acknowledgement of receiving those resumes. And I thought that was, I still think that's weird.
It is weird.
God had his hand in keeping us here. Like, not even giving us an opportunity to go anywhere else. I didn't see
Not even a thanks, but no thanks?
Right.
Man.
Not even that, at any of them.
Okay.
I mean, like half a dozen resumes.
God's like, listen,
those
you are not going anywhere, bro.
I didn't see that at the time. So, I finally, after 6 months, like volunteered with the worship team and volunteered leading a small group class. And it's like, I need to do something.
Yep. And that's the thing, when you have a calling in ministry, it's like you will explode if you don't do something.
Right.
I get that. Like like you can't just. I'm just not a sitter. I got to do something.
Right. And shout out to my father, who has always been a spiritual mentor.
Come on.
And I said, Dad, if I'm not doing full-time church ministry, am I fulfilling my call? And he said, are you obeying God today? Are you going to obey him again tomorrow? Yeah. He goes, so you're fulfilling your call. God's called you to obedience. And I'm like, oh. So that's been
say that again. That's fantastic.
Am I fulfilling my call? This is not just for pastors, by the way.
If you're a Christian.
Correct. And that's where I was going. I said, Dad, am I fulfilling God's call on my life if I'm not a full-time pastor? And he says, are you obeying God today? Are you planning to obey him again tomorrow? That's what he asks. He calls us to obedience. He calls us to follow him, right? And some of us follow him into full-time church ministry. Some of us follow him into working in the community and maybe serving part-time at a church. Maybe not. Maybe you're just the best volunteer at your church that you can possibly be.
Oh, dude, I love that so much.
So that's been a mantra of mine ever since. Like, Dad really sparked something in my heart that, and maybe I need to tell him because I don't know that I've actually said it as bluntly as this, but like, I tell people all the time, like, don't worry about what God's 5 and 10 year plan is for you. His plan today is for you to follow where he leads.
Amen.
And he has a plan.
That's right.
So if you follow him today and you follow him again tomorrow, then he'll lead you down the path that he wants you to be on.
Bro, I love that.
And we focus so much because our culture demands that we have a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
And God's like, I've not promised you tomorrow, so why don't you just follow me today and we'll figure out the rest.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Hey, trailer wants back in.
That's okay. Come on in, dogs.
Come on back.
The little
back.
one just follows the bigger one around, right?
Everybody.
Welcome back. Glad you could make it. I hope you had a nice break.
It was great. I love that.
Yeah, and so I just to keep down that path, like, so I'm volunteering in the church. Of course, this is my home church. We're at First Wesleyan. And the following summer, after we'd been there eventually we did put Caleb in school.
Yeah.
Homeschooling's not for everyone. Some people do it very well.
Bro, okay, let me just stop. My kids will tell you right now. We tried it for 2 years.
Yeah.
That
was it? Just 2 years?
We just did 2 years, and bro, we may have screwed our kids up for those 2 years.
Why do you keep saying stuff like that as I drink my coffee?
I mean, if you had Hannah, Gabe, and Austin in here and sat them down and said, hey, what do you think about that 2 years of homeschooling? They would be like, we learned nothing. So, I mean, I'm not against homeschooling, but you're right.
I mean, as a homeschool graduate, I'm not against it.
I was homeschooled for a
it's
chunk
not for
of my
everyone.
time, but it's not for everybody.
That's correct.
But man, yeah, praise God.
So at fall break, we had enrolled him in school. We're like, we're at least going to be here a year.
Yeah.
The following summer, Pastor Joe comes to me and says, hey, we're going to have an opening in our staff for part-time small groups pastor, and you'd keep helping with worship. Are you interested? And I'm working at DSR at the time.
Yes, I am.
And I said, yes, but it's part-time. He's like 10 hours a week. I'm like, yeah, I would love to do that. But Joe, if I'm going to stay here, I've got to find a different full-time job.
Come on.
DSR has its place. It's had its place in my life and yours.
We're
and in that point, it was draining my soul.
Yep. And it will. Like that. I mean, you're on the phone 8 hours a day, just plugged in.
So within the week, I got a full-time job offer at another job too.
Where God calls, God will provide.
Correct.
Come on.
I'm still at both of those jobs.
Yep.
The church and at Patriot Auto.
So what do you do at Patriot? You do their...
Right now I'm a photographer. That's been my full-time for like 6 or 7 years.
That's great. Dude.
I do multiple stores shooting all of our vehicles for our websites.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So...
I mean...
That's my story. I started as small groups pastor, did that for about 3 or 4 years, and then there was transition in the worship ministry, and now I'm the worship pastor for the contemporary service.
That's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah.
Stop her from doing that.
Oh, she dropped it.
Thank you.
Let's see if she leaves it alone.
She probably won't.
No.
Okay, so you got 2 kids, Caleb.
Yeah.
And
Caleb is 18, and he graduated high school and has moved to Nashville. He's at the Belonging Co. College.
He's best friends with Carlos Whitaker's kids.
Correct.
Running around the world.
And he's studying photography and videography. Loves it. I mean, he's an adult.
That's
I mean,
great.
he's got an apartment with a roommate. He's got a job.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Olivia is 13, 8th grade, Wesleyan Christian School.
Nope.
If it involves a ball or being on a stage, she's there.
I love. Yesterday, I was picking up Noah from school, and she was literally like, "Caleb," like just waving at me, and I was like, "What's up, girl?" So yeah, she's so much fun.
Yeah,
that is cool. So, in all of the things that you've been doing, all the places you've gone, I mean, where have you found God's providential hand, or how have you seen God's providential hand in your life?
I mean, I've already talked about a lot of it, but just through obedience. Mm-hmm. We've moved places we did not want to move.
Okay, so talk about like when you like.
So at one point,
Michigan.
No, I actually
wanted to go there.
Moved there. Well, I mean, we were 22, just got married.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I moved up there before we got married. Yeah. I wanted to be anywhere else but Bartlesville.
Okay, I find that hilariously
22 years old.
funny.
I'd lived here my whole life. I was born at Jane Phillips.
Yep. So many kids. My kids are the same way.
Yeah.
Where they're like, Bartlesville's horrible. I gotta go. I want to do something different. Yeah. And they leave. Mm-hmm. And it's funny how people go, wait, Bartlesville's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah.
And especially when it's a great place to raise your family.
Yeah.
It is a great family town.
100%.
So it's just my personal opinion.
I just wanted different.
Sure.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
We've lived in this one town.
Yep.
I want to see the rest of the world.
Come on.
I saw it. I came back. Here. When we moved to Alva, I did not want to go back to a small town.
Sure.
We were living in Wichita.
Which is a massive... I did not realize how big Wichita was.
Yes, but it's also... Town. I felt at the time... I mean, this was 13, 14 years ago. I felt like it was super family friendly.
Yep.
We had some great friends.
Yep.
Still have great friends.
You actually brought me up there to speak.
That's right.
For
what a good friend I am.
Was that Young Life?
Campus Life.
Campus Life.
Through Youth for Christ.
You brought Brady and Jennifer White.
That's right.
Joe White's son.
Yeah, that's
from
right.
Kanakuk. He came with me.
And you guys did a great job.
It was fun. It was a blast.
Yeah. And we probably paid you in gas money and food.
That was basically it. You took me to eat.
Had no money.
Yeah.
The ministry had no money.
Yeah, we had no. In which, we were like, people were like, oh, you guys travel and make all this money. No.
That was fun.
We do it for fun most of the time.
I remember that. We loved that city. It had everything we needed and more.
Yep.
We'd lived in a town of 400. We'd lived in a town of 3,000, and we didn't want to go back there.
Sure.
The pastor at the church in Alva was someone I'd known most of my life. He called me. It's like, hey, I'd like you to come interview to be our youth pastor. I told him no 3 times on the phone over the course of a few weeks.
That's awesome.
And then finally, we just were like, well, let's just go visit.
We'll give it a shot.
Just to get him off our backs.
Yep.
And that's how God calls us places.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I love that.
But obedience, God has blessed us. If we had not obeyed there, would God have brought us to would we have ended up in Bartlesville? Would we have ended up with what we have now? With our kids have had great education at Wesleyan Christian School. My wife has a job she loves at Oklahoma Wesleyan. I love my work.
That's fantastic.
And we like being here. Our kids, this has been a great place to raise the kids.
Love it.
Obedience, man.
Obedience is key. I love, that's it.
Day by day.
To quote Rich Mullins, closeness to God is not about a feeling. Closeness to God is about obedience.
That's fantastic.
It's a great quote.
And Caleb's experiencing the same thing right now. So Caleb, my son, he's the kind of personality that once he has decided on something, there are no other options.
Yep.
And
burn the ships kind of guy.
Right. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm in. And so from the time he was probably 15 or 16, he was going to go to Oklahoma Wesleyan. He was going to study in their video production, whatever they have there.
Yeah.
But it was easy. It was inexpensive because my wife works there.
Yep.
And his friends are all going there.
That's fantastic.
And he's like, that's just what I'm doing. And I remember at the end of last year, God brought an advertisement across Melissa's Instagram for the Belonging Co college.
Yep.
And specifically for their photo and video department. And she was like, oh, Caleb, I think you need to look at this. And the end of last year, so he's in the middle of his senior year.
Right.
He's like, oh no, it's too late. I've already decided, and we're already the ball's already rolling. I've been accepted, yada yada.
And he was going to a different college?
No, he was going to Oakwood.
Okay, he's going to go to Oakwood?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so we see this ad for the Belonging Co. in Nashville, and he's like, no, I've already decided. And Melissa's like, it's people decide in August where they're going to go to school next week.
Right. Yeah.
So she's like, just look at it.
See what you think.
So we looked at it. He's like, oh, actually, that is interesting. We went and visited in January. We went a couple more times to plan something. But like when he and I went in January, I don't remember why Melissa wasn't able to go, but he and I went in January. We just got this overwhelming sense of peace.
Come on.
This is where God wants you to be. And he said it too. Like I tried to let him sense the Holy Spirit's lead and not sense it for him.
Come on. Yeah. Because we as parents can try to do that for our kids.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Often.
Like, I feel like God wants you here.
I think God wants you to do this. I'm like, well, really?
Yeah, and which may be true, but I
Sometimes.
need him to hear the God for himself.
Yep. Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, I think this is it. That's awesome. It's weird, and I'm not happy about it at the moment, but this is it. Not happy, but just
I get that,
uncomfortable
probably
with it,
probably
right?
nervous, the unknown.
It's totally different. Like
out of his comfort zone.
Living on campus with a food plan and mom and dad 4 miles away
Yep.
is totally different than having a campus with no housing. You have to get an apartment, find a roommate, find a job.
Yep.
You have to drive 20 minutes into school. You have to drive 20 minutes another way.
You got to grow up.
That's right. He grew up a lot more this year
Praise God.
than what he needed to if he'd gone to a traditional school.
I love that. And he's learning something.
He's thriving.
He's thriving and he's learning something that he can take into real world applications.
Blessed him. God is blessing him. He's learning things that he may have learned them here. I don't know.
Sure.
But he's learning things that he's loving and enjoying. He's made some fantastic friends. He got the job he wanted. First job he interviewed for.
Yep.
Shout out Quick Trip. And
QT, baby. Come on.
He's excited about that. Then that's a whole.
And that's high energy. He's a high energy guy, so that would be
that's good. And working somewhere like that allows him to transfer to one of our ones here and work at home during Christmas break and summer break. And so that's a blessing.
That is great.
It's all because
Back to obedience.
Back to obedience.
Come on.
And I've tried to teach my kids that, and they're seeing the fruit of that.
Love it. Yeah. All right, so let's jump. The last thing we'll talk about. We're both fans of Annie F. Downs. What are you doing that's fun?
What am I doing that's fun? I'm not a fun guy.
That's a lie. That is such a lie.
I tell you, the most fun is, and this is, I'll say more than this, but the most fun thing in my life is watching Caleb succeed. But going to visit him and exploring Nashville, that's been a lot of fun.
I bet. Nashville's a wild town.
Yeah. And I think if you talk to people that have been there through the years, I think it's changed in the last 10 years.
I think, just watching Los's stories.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, don't move here. Stop moving here.
Yeah, right. The most fun has been, the most recent thing God has called me into is like leadership development for pastors, for young pastors.
And you and Mike Collard start kind of connecting.
Yep, we're doing something together. I just finished
because you guys came last year. Actually, both of you came to my church.
That's right.
You led worship and Mike spoke.
Yep.
So yeah.
And so I just finished another degree, a master's degree in strategic leadership.
Nice.
I have gotten certified as an Enneagram leadership coach.
Okay.
And I'm in the process of starting a side to my side business, just with the
Aside
idea,
to your side hustle?
a side hustle. With the idea, like, I want to reach young pastors. I want to help them be confident in their leadership abilities. And some of that is using the Enneagram to understand who they are, why they behave the way they behave.
What do you think I am?
Oh, you're not supposed to type other people. You got to figure it out for yourself.
Okay,
but I can help you figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. You have a clue what you think I am?
I mean, maybe, but I don't want to lead you down.
Okay,
a path.
fair enough.
That's a whole different conversation.
I'm just fired up.
So that's honestly like exciting, nervous, but like learning all of those things, and now attempting to develop the process to put it into practice and teach other people and help pastors thrive because they're confident in who they are and who God's made them to be, and especially like pastoral teams, like helping them thrive together because they have a better understanding of who each other are.
Love it.
That's my heart.
That's fantastic.
Where we're going.
Favorite Christmas song? Because we're almost there. I know you're an anti-starting.
I haven't thought about it yet this year.
Of course, I'm going to be the first guy that brings it up to you. Of course,
not a shock.
What you don't know is on the front of his house is he has a Ring doorbell camera, and I go to his house and I sing Christmas carols into his Ring door cam.
That is correct.
Before Christmas, just to irritate him.
Yeah.
Because he hates Christmas music before Christmas, and I have started.
Hate is a strong word.
Dislike strongly.
I just believe there's an order of things, and
everything has a place.
Thanksgiving comes before Christmas. That's why there's 2 turkeys out in my yard right now.
You got
inflatable turkeys.
That's hilarious.
And there will be no Christmas decorations until the day after Thanksgiving.
That's bananas. Because the camera doesn't show it, but there's a tree, 9-foot Christmas tree behind him.
Right here. And I told him when I walked in, I'm shocked that it's not decorated.
We just got to put up, so it's just we're just getting started. I know we're a little slow.
Favorite Christmas song? Do I have a favorite Christmas song? I really love not like the first Noel, but like Lauren Daigle's rendition of Noel that she does.
I love her voice.
Yeah, she's incredible, and we've done that a couple times. I have some good vocalists on my team. I have such a talented team. They're much better than me, but they do a fun job with that.
Cool.
So that's probably it.
Love it. Well, I'm glad you came on the show just to talk to me.
Thanks
and
for
we've
inviting
been trying to do this for like 3 years.
I know.
So I've been doing this podcast for almost 7, and 3 of the years I've been trying to get you on it.
And I feel like there's probably about 6 other directions we could go.
And I may bring you back, and I'll get you back in 3 years. We'll do it again. So appreciate you, bro.
Love you, man.
Love you.